Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the one and only Ntokozo Ndluli, professionally known as KO, MrCashTime.
What's going on?
God.
What's going on, big dog?
Born in the southern western township of Johannesburg.
Yes,
but
sir.
you're also from Mpumalanga, actually.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
KO started his music career as a solo artist, and later he formed part of the group Tear Gas. And they're known for songs like Chance and Take You Out, featuring Tulip, right? And later he set off in his solo career, and here he's with us today on our show, Spoeg My Nat. Can you say that?
What's that?
Spoeg My Nat.
Spoeg My Nat.
Nat.
Mooi nat.
Like,
Oh, kijk,
spit me wet.
okay, I see.
It's 2024 now, right? And let's start at the top of the year with Sway Freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, dope freestyle. And it's named after your retail store you have open now.
Yeah.
What was it like opening a business like Swave, coming from running 2 labels? What experience did you take from it, bringing it into your new business?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, I've always had like an enterprising mentality, and always trying to break out of my comfort zone and explore uncharted territories and things of that nature. And having been in the apparel space a little bit, because I have a clothing brand called Scanner World, sold across the country in SA. And just seeing the success of that, I'm like, okay, cool. I think maybe I can entertain the idea of opening my own outlet. And it came in the form of Swave. And we've actually been open since last year, December. We're about to touch our first, 1-year anniversary. Pretty excited for that. And then, I think it's just the mentality of just trying to push the envelope and push limits all the time. That's what it's at.
Congratulations on that, Mr. KO.
So, you're in the Swave Freestyle, you spoke about Keenan not here and the competitive nature in South African hip-hop kind of being gone with him. We know that you're a frequent collaborator with AKA. You guys had Run Josie together. You did a lot of work, and even now you have the King Size. We want to know, what did you guys have in common that made it a continuous collaborative relationship within South African hip-hop?
I think it takes a king to recognize another king. And when he came in, he is someone that actually just like shamelessly showed respect, and actually besides just showing respect, because it's one thing showing respect, but look at it this way. Messi and Ronaldo, right? Like for us fans, it's like, oh shucks, like these guys are like always competing against each other, but you'll be amazed by the brotherhood between those two guys, and how much they watch each other, as much as they don't play necessarily together, but like they watch each other like very closely. I think we sort of kind of had the same, synergy, where when he did something great, I'll be like, flip, what can I do to almost kind of, like just the competitive side of it. Also on his side, he would do the same, and it wasn't like behind closed door or whatever. Like we spoke like that over the phone or via text. Sometimes he would even, because he was a free-spirited individual, like he would even go like on socials and be like, this man is giving me sleepless nights type of thing, you know what I mean? So I think just the level of just how confident he was, to a point where he wasn't too arrogant to tip his head off to people that he actually like feel like deserve his respect. I think that's something really commendable. So just by way of observing his strides and the undying spirit of overcoming odds and all kinds of things. You know, like to me, as someone who was a friend to me, I there's a lot that I drew from how he did things musically and otherwise. So I think it was just mutual respect more than anything.
Nice. So that was on AKA. And speaking about a frequent collaborator, this year you came out with mad singles. Every quarter you were there for us.
Let me cook.
And most of them were features. You started off on your solo tip. January you said Swave. February you said Wow You for Ladies. And that's now. And then you came with Maklera Doughboy. You followed up with Nasty C. And then you came with Usmamane. And that's on a new album, right? And one of those songs are not on the album. And we're just trying to get a glimpse into the album a little bit. Yes.
The album is almost has become a Rolling Stone, if I can put it that way, because there are pieces that I've put together for the album as I'm like busy assembling it, but I might like overhaul the entire thing at the same time. Like by the time people get the full album top of next year, it might be just like without those songs that are on there. I'll obviously keep the Keenan one, like that's dear to my heart, bro. But like I think for me, the way music is just like ever so changing. Sometimes once you put it out there, there's no taking it back. I mean, obviously the music is gonna be out. People can stream it in like as singles, but maybe the album might just change completely. Because initially, the album was supposed to come out last year, and
Last year?
yeah.
The last time
I
thought it was 18 October.
Well, that
Okay,
was the first.
Yeah.
That was the first plan, right? Last year, 2023, and I was coming off the back of SETE and everything else. I was so convinced that like let me try and explore a lot more Afrobeat sonics. So I started tallying up like Afrobeats type of songs. You know what I mean? Like playing with those sonics. And then towards the end of the year, I changed my mind. So I mean, we can't do that. You know what I mean? As creatives, you know what I'm saying? So and then yet again this year, so like the record with the Smamani, I made that like as part of the first go at it with the album, and then It's My Money only jumped on this year. So that was part of like that whole theme, and then so now I've changed it again. It's probably gonna be a lot more like rappy, and we're living at a time where like conventional hip hop is almost kind of like not really what people are going to.
They want the piano, especially in South Africa.
Yeah, and I respect it and I love it, But bro, I'm a mover and a shaker, bro, and I trust my own guns. I've done things when people were going this way, I went that way. So I just want to do what I want. I have like at the end of the day, as artists, let us not be too caught up in what the wave is saying. You know what I mean? Because in you doing your own thing and breaking away from what's going on, incredible moments actually happen that way, because people might not know. Like for instance, when we put out SETE, bro, piano was like towering over everything. You know what I mean? And then we put out SETE, and it became the biggest thing more than, you know what I mean?
And you got rappers on there. You got Youngstana, you got Blackie, it's KO. It's like
Half of the people on the record are two rappers, and Youngstana comes from a rapping
Exactly.
background. You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, of course.
It just shows. I think it just shows the versatility of rappers as artists first and foremost.
And trusting yourselves, you know what I'm saying? More than anything, trust yourself. You can do anything. Like in the midst of all this thing, you can branch out and just go do like a techno type of record, like a rave record, like on some David Guetta, Calvin Harris type stuff. You know what I mean? And like F shit up, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think I'm just at that space. Like, and then also I know you guys are also artists. Don't allow what's going on outside to be the only determining factor how you guys need to go. Just do what comes genuinely to your spirit, because music is an anointment, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the universe puts the song in your soul, in your spirit, and you articulate it. You know what I'm saying? You're just a vessel for you to do that. It's not only about, oh, so I feel this way, boom, boom. No, it comes from above. It's beyond you, because that's why a lot of the times when you put out a song, it might just be as good as your previous hit, but when you put this one out, people don't resonate the same, because maybe you pulled it from your own place.
A place of ego.
And a place of mortality. Yeah. Allow the spirit, bro. Allow the spirit. Like, I'm not necessarily like a super religious person, but I recognize God, bro. I recognize the higher power. The fact that a lot of moments that when something big is about to happen, I can see it before it happens. I can tell you when I have like something that's about to just fuck shit up, you know what I mean? And I even say to the gents before it even comes out, then they're like, hey, you know these things base. And then when it plays out, they're like, the men say it type thing, you know what I mean? But also when I know I don't have it, I can't talk like that. And they know it. So when I don't say much, they know like, cool, the man is still figuring it out, X, Y, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that.
Sure. Danny, what you wanna ask?
Man, we had so much questions. You know, we had a lot of questions where we don't have a lot. So I think right now we want to know, firstly, you had the King Size music video. What was the feeling and the emotion that you felt while shooting this music video without Super Mega on set?
It was a tall ask, you know what I mean? Because we how do we make him feel present? You know, naturally when people see the video, when people hear, oh, there's also a video to the song, they're like, I wonder what they're gonna do Keenan's part, you know?
I mean, honestly for me, I was like, they must have shot it before it happened. They must have shot it I played it and I seen the flag. I was like, it was such a sad thing for me. But anyways, yeah.
You know what I mean? So the creative, we went back and forth a lot, you know, okay, cool, what do we do? Do we put his family there? Do we get Cairo to do the verse? Do we get Nadia to do the verse? Do we get the dad to do the verse type of thing? You know what I mean? Nah, actually, let's go even harder, you know? Let this be literally a homage moment between just me to him, you know? And there's nothing greater than his spirit, just his aura, you know what I'm saying? So when you see that flag, when you see just the silhouette, it almost feels like his spirit is just hovering over the video, you know what I'm saying? Translating that emotion, I didn't know, but I think after we shot it, I'm like, I have a strong feeling the family is gonna approve, and the magazine is also gonna, you know what I mean, gonna approve as well, you know? And then when I saw the comments after the video came out, it was very positive. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I guess we followed our hearts more than trying to follow the semantics, because for anyone else, not necessarily, I think using Cairo, for instance, is almost I think it almost kind of it preys on, you know, who she is, her innocence, you know what I'm saying? She didn't sign up for what her dad was, you know what I'm saying? Now she needs to be paraded, you know, so I was like, nah, let me stick with the man's aura. The man's aura is enough. Even in, you know what I mean, him being on the other side and getting that across was quite a challenge, but I think we did it. I think we pulled it off.
Shout out to you, man. That was a beautiful tribute. A very beautiful tribute to a great artist. And we are now, that's home and his aura's here. And that man carried South Africa on his back. And you are carrying South Africa on your back because you're not at home right now. We are on the other side of the world.
Yes, sir.
But the flags are behind us. The flag is right there.
Come on now.
And
Culture. It's
We in
culture.
China. What do you think about China? What's it like for you?
Bro, you know what I hate about the world, bro? I hate the fact that, like, you know, like all that frustration that we have as South Africans when we see people like on the internet, like people who have never been to SA, saying all kinds of like stereotypical things and XYZ, you know what I'm saying? And then when they get there, it's like, oh shit, SA is crazy, you know what I mean? Like, it's dope. I hate the fact that I came to China, I was on the other end of that. I was the same way, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know about going to China, but hey, the bag is calling, cool, let me just, you feel me? Bro,
MrCashTime in the house
bro,
tonight.
I got you. I'm like, nah. I mean, cool. I mean, I'm not a stereotypical person, but the media just like taints our worldview so much, bro. You feel me? So when I landed here, I mean, I know like it's a first world country and XYZ, but like just like from like the soul of it, you know, I'm like, you know, like the normal stuff. I don't want to eat their food because of the nonsense that, you know, we see in the media. Bro, the food here, bro.
What you think?
The food, just the experience with the food. So obviously, like, yeah, it's cool. I'm biased. This is a South African establishment type of thing. You know what I mean? The food is up. Come on, bro.
Yeah, it's
amazing, right? But then we go and there's a place called Hot Pot.
Yeah, hot pot. Did you go to Heidi Lau?
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, you feel me,
The spicy one, bro.
bro? And then I think there's also another place. There was, yo, what's the first spot that we went to? We went to the restaurant spot. Huh? Fat Cow, bro.
Fat cow, yeah.
That's a Western.
I know.
Western.
Listen. I'm just
it's
talking
good.
about. I'm talking about going out just to get food, like literally, like. So we landed here last night, yesterday during the day around.
Afternoon.
Yeah, around 2, right? And then obviously the first thing that we had was here. Got to the hotel at like 2 in the morning. Boom. We ordered noodles, bro. Like from some random place. Bro, the food arrives, bro.
Now,
Bro, the food arrives. Just the experience, like at the hotel. You have like those little robots over there, like bringing your food to the room type thing. It was a whole experience, and the food was busting as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had this stir fry with some like beef chops and stuff in it. You know what I mean?
with the soup? Or
Yeah,
without
with the soup, bro.
Yeah.
With the
That's
soup,
a-
with
that's
the broth.
The new room you in.
Come on, bro.
It's a new room you in.
We were talking about it till like 5 in the morning, bro. We were like, wait, like, I can't believe we were so like ignorant, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously today, like, we're just like so open-minded about exploring more Chinese stuff, you know what I mean? So, it's been pretty dope.
Well, I just want to say, I'm a Congolese actually, and I do appreciate what you do. And just to let you know that you carrying a movement right now. You're not just like, it's not just about South Africa. You coming here in China, you see the crowd out there. It's not only full of South Africans, like it's everyone's there, and they're here for you. So, one of the questions that I got, like, what are you expecting from this event? Like, is there anything you're expecting from the event?
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, shout outs to Congo. Shout outs to my dog, Fali Poopa. Genius. Hey, what's the other homie name? Shucks. Fuck. Sorry, my bad.
Shout out though. Shout
Yeah,
out
yeah,
though.
big dog.
Shout out
Anyway, yeah, so being out here and just seeing, you know, like from what I heard yesterday already, that there was like a dope interest in people coming out because of like, you know, I'm gonna be in the building. I mean, yeah, that's obviously like, you know, super humbling, and you know, you just want to do more. And you know, I was just a little boy growing up in Mpumalanga, you know, with pipe dreams and things like that. You know, family didn't have much, but you know what I'm saying, like they instilled confidence in me, you know what I'm saying, like, and I learned to Like literally, I got into music through school. You feel me? Because the only way for me to leave Pumalanga to go to Joburg, my parents were not gonna fund my little
Music
stupid
career.
ass
Never.
music career. You know what I'm
Not where we
saying?
come from, bro.
They're like, bro, I didn't even tell them that I wanted to do music before. Like, I was like, yo, so I just found, I applied at a varsity and I've been accepted, so I'm gonna go out there. So when I get out there, linked up with the homies, graduated, and then boom. Also, like, got a chance to actually, like, from the homies that I linked up with at varsity, went and created Tear Gas, and then, you know, the dream started from there. So being here, all the way here, my bro, like, from just little pipe dreams like that as a kid, the main thing for me is just to, like, try and also, like, convey the message and actually be an example to other people to say, bro, as it doesn't matter where you come from, bro. You could come from the most, like, you know, torn up family, wherever you are in Africa. Anything is possible, bro. Like, look at Tyler. Like, look at all these people, bro. Trevor Noah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Black Coffee. Come on, dog.
It's like, it's so normal now to be a South African and know that you can be worldwide. Not that that has to be the goal or whatever, but that, like, it can happen to anyone. It's not like, ooh, no, that's only reserved for if you American or if you this or that. And that's dope, and it's good that you keep reiterating that message, because we need that. And you're going further out into the world now. What's next for KO after China in terms of touring the album and such?
I'm excited just to explore everything else outside of SA. As soon as the album comes out, I've got some features with, like, you know, more like Western African brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, just broadening the horizon as much as I possibly can, you know what I'm saying? And also, it's important for us to, as Africans, it's important for us to know that, like, the spotlight is literally on Africa. You know, like, we have the torch right now, you know, and the world is looking for the next big thing. And we've already seen how Afrobeats came and broke the mold and became the new thing. Piano came and became the new thing. So, as the people that are actually part of that whole wave and this generation that is doing that in the world and shifting the paradigm, find what you can also bring. Let's all find what we can bring to add to that too. I mean, I'm sorry, like, but we need to put a lot of pressure on America. They've dominated the world for as long as we've lived. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue making it hard for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of from a competitive level, like from an output level. I mean, you even seeing with, like, what Asia's been doing in the film scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, the biggest things come from, like, whether it's South Korea or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to literally take advantage of the moment, the fact that, like, the world doesn't care where you come from anymore, but it probably cares even more if you're from Africa.
Yeah, probably. All right, I think that's
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Yeah. Away. Thank you so much for your time, KO. Man, it's a pleasure meeting you and just sitting down and having a chat. And we're gonna enjoy your performance now.
Bless up. I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
I just hope, like, you can see how big you are. I know you big, right? Going out there, like, everyone out there just for you, you know. Like, we actually taking you as an example right now, like, because we're doing the same thing too, right? So we kind of, like, on the same, trying to follow the same line. It was so inspiring, like, to have this conversation with you. And just as a young artist, I would just say thank you for everything you're doing for the art, for Africa, and keep doing it. Like, for real. I really appreciate what you're doing. I just hope you have fun tonight and you can see that how the crowd in China really loves you too. Like, you got people here too.
Yeah.
In China. But
That's
you
crazy.
got people here.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, I think just sometimes being from Africa, bro, like the humility sometimes is a handicap. You feel me? Like
What you mean, like being from Africa and being humble as an African?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I'm saying, it's a beautiful thing, but also at the same time, it could kind of hold you back from like amplifying moments because you don't want to come across as too braggadocious and all that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, you know? So sometimes when I see things like this, I try not to let it go to my head, but also at the same time, without it going to my head, I'm also kind of like not necessarily like putting it out there, you know? So like the message gets lost in translation. Oh, so the man was in China. All right, but like I need to actually make the people realize that, bro, I went to China. This is how the energy was. It's insane. Like, bro, like how much I've accomplished? You can do it too, because it's not about necessarily me. It's about, like you're saying, when someone else sees, like, wait, KO, like OG goes all the way out there, and then like these people that are like motioning for him like that, I can do it too. Like that's all it's about.
You are now tuned into Spoeg My Nat. Can you say that? Spoeg My Nat. Live in Shanghai at La Berg with the one and only KO. Signing out, shopping away.
It's only the finest, boy.
Shop. Thank you, man. Thank you. God bless you very much.